Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. You are watching your channel AC Astro and very happy new year once again. I hope all the family members of AC Astro are doing very good in 2024. Now we are here with the transit of Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius on 7th January. How this will affect you as a ascendant. For all 12 ascendants, let's welcome Akash Chauhanji from Calgary, Canada. He will guide us further. Akash ji, Namaskar, Ram Ram.
Namaskar, Rohitji, Ram Ram. Today we are going to talk about Mercury. Oh, where is our background, Rohitji? It's not looking. Yeah, now it will look nice. See, Mercury is entering Sagittarius, but it is not a very normal transit, Rohitji, because it is entering a Gandanta point. That means from a watery sign to a fiery sign, and this is the house of Jupiter. On top of that, Jupiter is also aspecting this house right now with a direct aspect. So those who are going through Mercury Dasha Antardasha, those who are going to Jupiter Dasha Antardasha, a lot of importance for them. Those who are going to Jupiter Mercury Antardasha and Mercury Jupiter Antardasha, oh my god, that is going to be very intense for them. Whenever Mercury will be in this Gandanta point, and especially in Sagittarius, the energy becomes little fierce of Mercury. That means um, aggressive intelligence. That is what it means. This is how it happens. But let's go step by step and sign by sign to understand. Oh, what is happening today? Mercury is retrograde? Yes.
That was looking quite good.
So Mercury is getting transiting on the 7th of January here. For Aries ascendant people, Mercury is going to be in the ninth house. It was in the 8th house in retrograde motion. It has now become direct. And now from 2nd of January, it became direct. And now it has come to the ninth house. Now, here, Mercury, whenever it comes to any house that is related to Sagittarius, the opposite house will always be of Mercury. That means it will be sitting here but aspecting the third house as well. Now, what is the ninth house? That's why, someone suggested us, Rohitji, that we should write that, what are the pointers. That's why I've written here today that Mercury is in Sagittarius in the ninth house. Those who are Aries ascendant, you have to check your birth chart and see if number one is written here, right? Then this is Aries ascendant, and then you will get accurate results. If you're Aries moon sign, you can see it, but it will not be very, very accurate. Mercury is in ninth house, which puts an emphasis on communication related to higher education, philosophy, and beliefs. Ninth house is also the house of intuition as well as education institutions. So here, communication is a very major part in such kind of areas. If you're going for higher studies, if you're going for any communication or any kind of philosophical talks you're doing or your belief systems, very important. Now, here you will have a very expansive and optimistic approach to self expression. Mercury here is considered to be aggressive. Okay, depending on how Mercury is placed in your chart, you will be able to go broader and deeper to understand that what kind of results you will get. But overall, this is the Bhagyastan, and Mercury here in this chart rules two houses: the third house of hard work and the sixth house of diseases, going into the ninth house. And especially this ninth house is considered the house of father also, by the way. So careful in communication with father, careful for father's health, careful for dealing with any kind of gurus or mentors or signing any documents, because this is the time that communication wise uh, there can be some kind of trouble you can face. Long distance journey, another aspect of this house is pilgrimage and long distance journey, and aspect is going on a short distance journey house. So a long distance journey for a short period of time can also happen to Mercury ascendant for Aries ascendant people. Those who are watching for the first time, do subscribe. Those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. You can now enjoy so many good videos, right? That's why thank you. And those who are watching for the first time, do subscribe. And there is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. You can click and then we can do an appointment one on one. Here for Taurus ascendant. Now, Mercury here was in your seventh house of your relationships. I feel very bad. Some of my very good friends are Taurus ascendant, right? And I just heard one case study where during New Year's, someone is not, um, what we say, not married and stuff like that. She's a little bit of age also. And what happened, Rohit, is that the family, when you don't have anything and you see other families having fun together with kids and all, you feel a little bit sad. And when she told me, I was really really upset, that it's a new year, right? And we all want to have family, but when we see other people being happy and we don't have anything, so it feels bad. Same way, because that was the seventh house when Mercury was in the seventh house that time, and it was in retrograde motion. So the communication, even if your family members or people around you, friends, might have done in a different, like in a different way, you must have taken it in a different way. So forget all the past, now move on, because Mercury has moved on to your eighth house. Here Mercury is the ruler of two very beautiful houses, but out of that one house is a little bit trouble. That is the second house. It is called a killer house as well, right? So here Mercury is sitting in the eighth house, aspecting the second house. Because of this Mercury sitting here, especially monetary things is where you have to be very careful of. You will, because Mercury will put a lot of focus on shared resources, mysteries, transformation, and the communication that you will be doing may involve deeper insights into financial matters or occult. Eighth house is the house of insurance, Rohitji. If you have a very good eighth house, you can gain a lot of money from insurance. That is also very proven research on astrology, that people who have a very secret eighth house, or a very what you say, in fact afflicted eighth house, those people also earn from insurance. Here somehow there is affliction only of Mercury, so sudden gains can be possible. uh, I always say, but again there is a disclaimer, it only depends if your country allows. If there is a relationship between fifth house and eighth house, then there is a chance of getting speculative wealth, suddenly speculative wealth. Here there is a chance like that, so those who are into any kind of share or investments, careful. You can get some kind of money, because the fifth house lord is in the eighth house, so it can give you gains suddenly, very happiness from speculative investments. So it is positive only, Mercury transiting in Sagittarius for Taurus ascendant, the ascendant that I love the most. So another thing which we have to see is that it is also aspecting the second house. So communication with family members, communication with your immediate family members or extended family members. In fact, investments with family members should be avoided, because then this is a Gandanta point, and Gandanta point means when such planet enters into from a watery sign to a fire sign, it takes a little bit time to adjust. So careful, no big investments, relax. If you have invested somewhere, it is a time to return, get gains from that place. All the best. Gemini ascendant, Rohitji. Now Mercury is transiting in the seventh house for them. It was in the sixth house of health. Lagna Lord, Kendra Lord in the sixth house earlier. Not a very good time for health. There must have been some kind of health problem, especially Mercury is the planet that rules your skin as well and the nerves. Have you seen your nerves? They're green in color. They're ruled by Mercury. No? See, it is so like it stands out so well, Rohiji, that if you can see the nerve, they're all green. In fact, in such a beautiful creation God has done of our body. So the Mercury rules the nerve. So nervous problems, things like Mercury also rules the skin. Skin problems can have occurred for the Gemini ascendant people when Mercury was in the sixth house. In fact, also workplace politics could have been a impact on them. But now Mercury is the Kendra Lord, the Kendra in the first house, the fourth house Lord in the seventh house. Very nice time. Very, very good time. This is the time you should focus on communication in partnership and relationships, possibility with a psychological, sorry, with a philosophical or idealistic touch. This is what it means, Mercury sitting here. In fact, intellectual exchange may play a significant role in one-on-one communication. Seventh house is a very important house, by the way. It is the house of your status, Pad Prapti. Always say this. Seventh house is the house where we see that what kind of status in society we will get, what kind of how people look at us, and when is that time that we will get some kind of designation. So those people who are waiting for designation, very nice. Seventh house is also the fourth from the fourth. So it is the house of grandmother. Many people can gain from grandmother during this period, or maybe visiting their grandmother. It is fourth from the fourth. That means this is the time of making second property as well. So those who are going through Mercury, Dasha, Mercury and Jupiter might be in some kind of area related to buying some property, because Jupiter is also aspecting this house from the 11th house, and that is the ninth aspect. So property in a foreign, long, like away from your homeland, is also possible. In fact, higher education or getting promoted in education, like getting some kind of degree in your hand, is also possible for all the people of Gemini ascendant at the moment.
As Akash you told this is a grandmother's house. So this is, I think, maternal grandmother,
Maternal grandmother. For paternal grandmother, when you have to see, it is fourth,
Lagna,
yeah, fourth from the 10th.
Lagna.
Lagna. Mother of father is fourth from the 10th. And that mother of that mother again becomes fourth from the fourth. That means your par dadi becomes again the fourth house. That is your maternal, that is your mother also. So the astrology very deep, man. So many layers. You are seeing, you know what? You see the seventh house, right? Seventh house has, and you know the ninth house here means sister-in-law,
You
siblings
see, I was correlating with my chart because if seventh house is a maternal grandmother, then there is a Rahu in my seventh, and you know rest of things. So it's
of.
very correct. Astrology is so true.
Yeah. In fact, that is how we see the if we see want to see a younger sibling for a wife, that how the younger sibling will be. So it is third from the seventh house. If we want to see elder sibling, how elder sibling will be, it is 11th from the seventh house.
One more thing, if we this is one technical question, like if we want to see grandchildren's, like my father's grandchildren,
Hmm.
so we are three brother and sisters, so all will be seen from one house, then again this is different houses,
No, no, all will be seen from one house only.
or grandchildren from one house, not like
Yeah.
this that I am the third sibling like in my family. If they want to see about my daughter, then they have to see from the ninth house because ninth house is third kid, or they have to see from the fifth house only.
No, no. They have to count fifth from the fifth for the second child, ninth from the fifth for the third child. That is how it.
uh, Ninth from the fifth.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, no, no. Fifth from the ninth.
Fifth
Sorry.
from the ninth for third child.
Yeah. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lagna.
Hmm. Okay, okay.
This Bhavat Bhavam principle is so confusing, but it is
So
so wonderful.
confusing.
Anyways, so here, this is the house of, I'm telling you, very good placement of Mercury, especially aspecting the ascendant. It is a point of, this is a Gandanta point. That means Mercury has entered from a watery sign into a fiery sign. So it will have a fiery communication. Your communication will be fiery, and that should not be happening in your with your spouse. Very importantly. So that is where we need to take a little bit extra care for Gemini ascendant. Otherwise, very nice. All the best. A good start for the year. Getting some kind of responsibility designation, promotion, some kind of achievement in your education. So many things are coming to you. All the best. Those who are watching for the first time, do subscribe. Those who have subscribed, thank you so much. And if you want to have a WhatsApp consultation, it's just link is below. You can just click and then we can have a Zoom call together. Cancer ascendant people, Roji. Here, Jupiter, here Mercury has not been given very good houses. If you see, Mercury owns the 12th house. Mercury owns the third house, and here it is sitting in the sixth house of health. Now, Roji, if we see sixth house in the birth chart, It is completely and absolutely related to health. Okay, difficulties. It is related to enemies. It is related to your daily work and routine. It is related to your workplace. It is related to your debts that you have. So it's not a very very positive house. But fortunately, Mercury here for Cancer ascendant is making a Viprit Rajyo. That means if you are in trouble related to debt, if you are in trouble related or with your family members, with your with some enemy in your family, or with some disease that you're fighting, you might find some cure during this period, or you might find relief. Only thing is that those who are going through some kind of Rahu Mercury or Ketu Mercury, right? That kind of dasha antardasha, where crude planets, Sun Mercury or Moon Mercury, which are not friends, here there might be challenges related to health. It completely depends on your chart, right? Here, Saturn Mercury, because Saturn is the owner of the 8th house, 7th house as Maraka. Sun Mercury, Sun is not very considered very good in this chart. Again, second house Lord, Maraka. So depending, Mercury, if in your chart Mercury is sitting with any other planet, it is just like Rahu and Ketu. It takes the shape of that planet and it starts acting like it. That's why Mercury in the celestial system is called Prince. He has to follow the king always. That is, it is very close conjunction with Sun always, Rohitji. It has to follow because God has made such a way that Mercury is always under the influence of Sun in any other possibility. But sometimes, because Mercury becomes retrograde, Sun has to move forward, and that is where Sun leaves Mercury, and some other planet can take over Mercury's, working with Mercury together. But overall, this is the time to focus on practical side of life, possibly involving service oriented or analytical tasks at home. This is what is important. On a positive note, those who want to go to a foreign country, Mercury is aspecting its own sign in the 12th house. So if there are work related to foreign countries or things like some kind of document or some kind of contract you need from a foreign country, you will receive it. So all the best. Those who are watching for the first time, do subscribe. Those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. There is a WhatsApp link. You click on it and you will be able to book a personal reading. Leo ascendant, like me, very good placement of Mercury. My, I don't know how and when my daughter comes. Like maybe tomorrow, today, maybe tomorrow, maybe 10 days. You never know. Like my wife is ready to deliver. Now, my daughter's Mercury will also be in the ninth house, like in the ninth Rashi, Sagittarius, because yes, she's going to get born here very soon. So now, Rohitji, according to my chart, according to Leo ascendant, all the Leo ascendant in the world, but specifically because I am going through the period of uh, Rahu, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury. Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury. Yeah. So I am very close in this, some kind of this prana dasha is going on. And that is where my Mercury has come to the fifth house. And fifth house is the house of children. And here it is the owner of the second house and the 11th house. I'm just giving an example according to my chart. So there it means that second house planet is sitting fourth from itself. One, two, three, four. What does this mean? Expansion in family, or because family member increases, inner peace comes from the second house. This is the fourth house. And from seventh from the fifth house, so new relationship. So that new relationship is also coming. So I'm just saying how astrology works. Now here, Mercury is transiting in Sagittarius for every one of Leo ascending people, and it is the house of creativity, expression, education, romance, and it is the this is a natural house of expansion only because Jupiter is the owner of expansion, and the signs associated with Jupiter are also the karaka of expansions, like to big things big. Communication here may play a very big role in speculative ventures. Those who are into share market, stock market, crypto, very important. And interaction with children can happen. Those people who have their children away from them, not spoken for a very long time. In fact, in your holidays also, circumstances were not right and you couldn't speak to them, there is going to be some positive news coming to you. Very, very positive news. So, a very beautiful time for Leo ascendant. On the other hand, whenever the 11th house Lord will be in the fifth house, there will be gains of wealth. There will be money coming in your way. So, positively, some good money is going to come for Leo ascendant people. And I don't know from where it will going to come. I think my daughter is going to get born and all the family members will give shagan, good luck money to me. But Mercury is a very positive planet for Leo. It is a Maraka. It is the 11th house lord. It is the second house lord. That means all the wealth that comes to Leo ascendant is through Mercury. If Mercury is good in your chart, and which I have seen so many charts, if Mercury is combust, if Mercury is debilitated, if Mercury is what we say retrograde, then this gives the best result ever to Leo ascendant people. I have my Mercury combust in the seventh house with Sun and retrograde as well. And see, I am in front of you every day speaking. So you see the effect of Mercury, which is retrograde. So always remember, retrograde combust planet will give you the best result ever, not exalted planet. Take the house of the exalted planet, and you will say, I am suffering in this area in my life. I can guarantee, write it down. All I have researched every exalted planet, the place that it is sitting, you will have problem related to that house. Go and check your chart. You will understand. So all the best, Leo Ascendant. WhatsApp link is in the description below if you want to connect on WhatsApp. Thank you so much. Connect and we can chat over your chart as well. For Virgo Ascendant now, the owner of the Lagna, especially sitting fourth from itself, is a very auspicious placement of Mercury. Even from the 10th house, it is sitting seventh from itself. Now, this is the time that you really gain some kind of good designation or good, what you say, you will get good recognition in your work area, and that is because of your self effort. Mercury is going in the Gandanta point. That means it will start at 0 degrees in this sign in Mula Nakshatra. Okay, here Mercury has the ability to give you extreme gains in your homeland. That means in the area of real estate, in the area of in fact, this is the house of emotions also. This is the house of luxury also, Rohitji. Luxury, that what kind of perfume we will use, what kind of house, what how beautiful house we will live in, what kind of car will we have. And Lagna Lord coming here gives a good promise about all such kind of things. Here, fourth house, there will be basically the focus here will be on communication within the family and regarding emotional security. Like you will understand that family, and I have to have some kind of conversation within the family for establishing that trust. In fact, Rohitji, there is one more thing. This because Mercury is aspecting the Kendra, sitting in the Kendra, that is the 10th house. It is going to be very auspicious in workplace, and Mercury is the planet of knowledge. So maybe your workplace wise there can be instances where you are offered a new course or new assignment where you have to study or do a lot of research. That is a possibility for all the work ascendant people. Fourth house is the house of mother. So Moon and Mercury are not very good friends. Okay, that's why it is not considered Moon and Mercury to be very very auspicious together. Now this is the fourth house, is the house of mother, and Moon rules the mother, right? So if you are going through some kind of problem, dasha like Rahu Moon, Rahu Mercury, Ketu Moon, Ketu Mercury, then mother's health problem can happen. Otherwise, very positive time for Virgo ascendant people. Good gains in career, good gains in your home, domestic life. All the best. Those who are watching for the first time, do subscribe. Those who have subscribed, thank you so much. And WhatsApp link is in the description for appointments where we will talk about your chart too. Libra ascendant people. Libra ascendant people are the most wonderful people in the world, by the way, and Taurus also. But Libra are the best. Best. Now, many people I saw. I have one friend whose Ketu has gone into the 12th house, right? Roji, like Libra ascendant Rahu and Ketu are sitting in 6th. So she went to an ashram, she went to a pilgrimage where she found Dattatreya Maharaj in in an European country. Dattatreya Maharaj. In and she's like, my ancestors used to come here, and it's like an ashram where Dattatreya. So very beautiful, very beautiful. So they are exploring a lot of spirituality during this period because Ketu is in the 12th house, and they're fighting their lot of enemies that are their inner enemies during this period because Rahu is in the 6th house. So they are fighting a lot of their what you say unorthodox, sorry, not unorthodox, or orthodox ways of their thinking, which they were doing. They are now evolving there. Mercury in Sagittarius is in the 3rd house here. This is the house focused on siblings, short journeys, self expression. This is the time where you communicate to other people that what do you really want. This is the house when you talk to your siblings, your neighbors, your friends, your little small social area around you, around your aura. That is what this house means. This is the neighbor that sits right next to you in your workplace, right? So this is that house. Now, relationship may involve intellectual and philosophical exchanges during this time. This is the house of Pakka house of communication, and if we see here, uh, two bigger houses are ruled by Mercury, that is the 9th house of long distance journey, and the 12th house of foreign settlement, and it is sitting in the 3rd house aspecting the 9th house. So for a short, there can be, in a possible way, there can be a lot of short distance journey, and there can be even foreign settlement for those people who want to stay abroad for a longer period of time. Depending on your dasha and antardasha, you can find an opportunity when Mercury transits in Sagittarius this time. If you're in Mercury Dasha, Antardasha, Pratyantar Dasha, Sukshma Dasha, Prana Dasha, anything during this period, you may get opportunity to go long distance journey or to go to settle in a foreign country. But journey or some kind of travel is happening for sure. Libra ascendant people, if you're going somewhere, just write it down below that, yeah, I'm going somewhere. And rest, Mercury is in the 3rd house, so communicate very well with me. Write me good messages, write me good, give me good hearts. That is what you need to do, right? Because Mercury is now in power in the 3rd house. All the best, Libra. Very nice time for you. 3rd house, Mercury. Make sure that there can be some aggressive writing also. Like sometimes your brain, because this is a Gandanta point, right? This is a point of fire where Mercury is entering. So you can also be a little bit aggressive in communicating, writing, or show little bit of aggression. So no, communication wise, be calm, be composed, because somehow planet should not influence you. If you understand astrology, you know that how to tackle it. That is how astrology works. All the best. Please subscribe because you are the favorite ones. WhatsApp link is in the personal appointments is in the description. Go down description, you click, you will directly come. Say Libra ascendant. Samantha knows now. Samantha is like, sir, why do you keep selling Libra and Taurus? All we are getting 70, 80 messages per day, only saying that, oh, I am Libra. Akash sir really loves our ascendant. I am this. And I'm like, I really like it. So that's why it. Anyways, all the best. Scorpio ascendant, Mercury is transiting in the 2nd house. 2nd house is the house of wealth. And this is the house of values also, possessions, shared resources. 2nd and 8th house work in hand for shared resources. And that is where in 2nd house, Mercury will be sitting and aspecting the 8th house of shared resources. So through your, if there is something you really need as a shared resource, this is the time to speak up. 2nd house is the house of speaking, of communicating through speech. So this is the time to speak up and say that I deserve this kind of a shared resource. If you have done any partnership with someone, you need that money back. If you in your family, you need that money back. You have to be vocal about it. You have to tell them that, okay, listen, man, I at the time of help, I did it. Now I need it back. Secondly, now this time, financial perspective may have a very different kind of a philosophical approach. That lot of spiritual approach in finances can happen. Because here Mercury is also transforming, right? It has come into the nakshatra of Ketu. It has come into the Gandanta point, right, where it has come from a watery sign to a fiery sign. So it is completely here. Now this communication which is required is okay, but not aggressively. You have to make points very politely. You don't say, okay, this is a knife and give me all the money which I gave to you. No, it has to be done in a very positive, very nice manner. Your body language, your uh, voice, vocal, everything should be in control. Like you should not go overboard, because it is Mercury is a self-destructing planet, right? It can destroy its own self. That's why it gets retrograde every time, most of that 4 times a year. So financially, investment is good during this period. There can be good returns from investments because it is the 11th house lord in the second house. So investments will bring you bigger gains in life. So very positive, Rohit. Those people who are actually going through Mercury and Saturn, or Saturn and Mercury period in the Mahadashanta Dasha, can also buy some piece of land or property during this period, because fourth house will be activated, and second house is fixed possessions, right? Something that is fixed, and land is a fixed, not a movable property. So some kind of land or house can be brought by you during this transit. All the best, Scorpio ascendant people. A lot of good luck, a lot of happiness to you. Here, there is a WhatsApp link in the description. If you go scroll down, just click and you will come directly on WhatsApp if you want to talk to me. Otherwise, thank you so much. Very, very, very wonderful Mercury transit for everyone. This is the first official transit of 2024. Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius Lagna. From the 12th house, Mercury has come to the Lagna, that is to the ascendant. And here, ascendant is the Gandanta point for Sagittarius ascendant. The ascendant has the 0 degree present here. Now, here in Mula Nakshatra, when Mercury comes, especially in the nakshatra of Ketu, and if you see Roji of Parivartan, Ketu is sitting in the house of Mercury. Mercury is sitting in the nakshatra of Ketu. So very positive. Especially 10th house and first house as a relation now. Automatically here, Mercury rules the 7th house of spouse, family, relationships, your what we say, your designation, your some kind of status that you have in the society, and the 10th house of real karma, career. So Mercury is what? A karma karaka here. He's the one who's the karmesh, right? He's the karma lord, 10th house lord. In the Lagna, 10th house lord always will give you very auspicious result, because you're seeing fourth from the 10th. So in career area, you will have lot of mental peace. There can be new partnerships because of the seventh aspect of Mercury in this. So new communication, new signing of documents, selling of companies, and buying of companies, writing, making big money checks. Everything has 5% of mine. What do you say, interest in it. So you have to send all the 5% that gains you get during this period. Luigi, please note, whoever does not send a Sagittarius ascendant.
I already noted.
Yeah, we see. Can you see him watching, and her also? They both are Sagittarius, and they will give me money when it comes. So we are watching you. Here, the emphasis mostly is on self-expression, identity, and personal beliefs. Communication is a key factor in shaping the individual's worldview. That how do you see other people as, and the way you will see other people will see the same in return. If you see other people with politeness, you will be seen as a polite person. If you have anger in your eyes for other people, you will also be seen in that kind of a sense. So here you have to understand that what kind of energy you are putting yourself with, that 30% free will that you have, god has given you, that you need to showcase. It is a time when you can become aggressive also in your communication or your actions, because in Gandhanda point, Mercury has not the whole power of it is first of all sitting in the house of Jupiter.
I think these people are already aggressive these days. You know why? Because you see the Mars in first house, Sun in first house. Those both are aggressive planets. They are aggressive by mind. They are putting aspect on seventh house. Confrontation with partner. Now Mercury has come here to save, because Mercury is cool down the mind, and the seventh house because on sign he will,
Yeah.
I think, make little bit.
And on top of that, Jupiter is aspecting from the fifth house in the Lagna. So here it is a little bit calm down. But still, I told you in the beginning of the video, whenever Mercury will sit with any other aggressive planet, it will also turn aggressive. But it cannot turn aggressive physically, like it cannot take a sword out and hit you. It can become verbal. You can, because this is ruled by Mercury, the mouth, everything coming out of mouth is Mercury. So you can say some wrong things and then you will regret it. That is what you need to.
It will maybe give some cool calm in seventh house, maybe on sign.
Seventh house own sign, it will look and say to Sun and Mars that listen, Gam, why are you fighting so much? I am getting trouble. My brain is getting crazy. So don't do it. That is what it can. But overall, a good transit in terms of happiness in work area. Very, very good happiness in work area, in designation, in some kind of promotion, in some kind of added responsibility, wealth, increase in wealth, things like this can happen. There can also be transfer in work area, right? There can also be, because fourth from the 10th house, transfers also can be happening. All the best, Sagittarius. WhatsApp link is in the description for personal appointments. Please subscribe. I know that those who ran away and do not want to give me their 5-10% of the profit they get because of selling their company, they will not subscribe. They are running away. Money is bigger, man. Money. What has happened in Kali Yuga? Capricorn ascendant, Rohit. Now here, Sagittarius. This is the time when Sagittarius falls in the 12th house, and secondly here in your Marakastan right now, the Lagna Lord is sitting in the fourth house. Jupiter is sitting in the ninth house. Ketu in the third house. Rahu. So it's like full on. Now during this period, uh, behind the scene communications or hidden communication will be one big thing that you will be doing. A lot of privacy, lot of spirituality, lot of private matters, spiritual matters can be discussed during this period. In fact, you will be very much involved into some secret activities also here, because it is making a Viprit Rajyog, right? Which is sixth house Lord in the 12th house. Sixth house also is the house of enemies. And I have learned one new thing, Rohiji, that sixth house is the house of enemies, and seventh from the sixth is how you can partner with people to defeat your enemy. So this is another concept, hidden line concept here, that you have to, if you want to defeat anything, you have to go exactly opposite to it, like stand face on face, and then defeat it. So to defeat loans and everything, that's why as soon as we have any kind of obstacles and troubles, Rohiji, here, just logically think about it. As oh, you got trouble, someone got some health problem. Immediately, what is the first thing they will do? Tell me, Rohiji, tell me, what is the first thing they will do?
I think the main point, which I think this is also Vipreet Raj Yog here, if you see
Vipreet
this
Raju,
is.
I'm saying just someone got some cancer. Example, take someone
Hmm.
got some disease like cancer. What is
Hmm.
the first thing they will do?
Treatment, definitely.
Yeah. But what is the first emotion they will get in their mind?
Yes, that I will die.
Yeah. That, hey God, please save me. What the hell has happened to me? I will die. I need treatment. So where will they go? They will go to the 12th house of hospitals, 12th house of spirituality, 12th house of outer world. They will only have 12th house in their mind, that some spiritually, somehow, something, I did so many good deeds, God, I am giving you this, that, XYZ, and save me. Every house's opposite house will be the antidote for the suffering house. Every house, opposite house. So here Mercury is looking at your sixth house here. Mercury is sitting here and looking at it, making a Viprit Rajyog. So spiritually, spiritual bliss is what you will get during this period. All the spiritual gains, because ninth house Lord in the 12th house, spiritual gains that you have done and accumulated, that you will be getting a lot of benefit in that spiritual gains. In fact, my daughter is drinking water. नहीं ये पानी ना नीचे जाके ले लो. Okay. Here, okay, bye. Bye, Hazel. I'll get it in 5 minutes. I'm done.
Well, why you tell him that I'm your daughter? He already knows.
Oh no, I am doing live on YouTube, so everyone is watching you.
I am
Go,
also watching you with my seventh drishti.
go.
Anyways,
I'll be back. Yeah. So, Luigi, for Sagittarius ascendant people, sorry for this. Sorry, Capricorn ascendant, sorry for this. My daughter coming in. I have now decided this year onwards I will not get angry at all. Even if she comes in between the video, it's okay, no problem. Nothing happens. Yeah, so Mercury in this 12th house is also making a connection with the ninth house. Ninth house is the house of higher learning, spirituality, as well as long distance journey. Mercury sitting in the 12th house also promises a long distance journey here. So there will be some kind of long distance journey that you will be doing. Either you will be returning back home, or either you will be going for a higher education or for higher learning in some area of your of in the world. So, very positive time for Capricorn ascendant people. All the best. Spiritually, this is a very good time to evolve. Expenses will be there because Mercury is in the 11th house, but it will be manageable and you will be able to get the best out of the spent money that you. It is auspicious expenses. Do subscribe. WhatsApp link is in the description for personal appointments. If you just click on it, you will be directed to the WhatsApp and then we can speak about your chart in detail. Aquarius ascendant, Rohitji. Here, Mercury is sitting in a very positive place, the 11th house. And Rohitji, I told you earlier also that whenever Mercury will make, like for Leo ascendant, if you go and see, Mercury is the owner of the 11th house sitting in the 5th house. Here it is the sitting in the 11th house and the owner of the 5th house. Whenever 5th and 11th will make any kind of relationship, there is going to be positive money. And for Aquarius, according to K.N. Rao sir, he tells that whenever the fifth house lord in Aquarius goes and sits in the 11th house, there is going to be a lot of monetary gains, money wise gain, because in this special chart of Aquarius, Jupiter is given two major houses: the second house of wealth accumulation and 11th house of gain of wealth, like earning through business or earning through associations, earning from work, karma, earning like earning good money, getting real gains is what it has been given this house. And Mercury has been given the eighth house of sudden ups and downs and the fifth house of speculative gains. So what do I tell always, Rohitji? If there is a combination between fifth and eighth house, lottery happens. Lottery means people take it literally that okay, lottery will come, but lottery means sudden gains that you never expected would come to you. Like you put it in I will tell you one example. There is one company called Zerodha, Zerodha. I had one share of a very stupid company in that account, and my fund balance last year was 1 rupees and 20 paise. That's it. Today I just saw that I just got a message that your reported fund value is 27 rupees now. 27 rupees 80 paise. So my 1 rupee in 1 year became 27 times bigger. If I would have kept this 100,000, it could have become 2700,000. So the thing is that this is never knew that this can happen, but it suddenly gone went up. So this is what the 8,000 fifth house combination means. And especially these two combinations sitting in the 11th house means sudden gains through speculation, through children, through some kind of insurance, through some kind of event in life which was supposed to be bad, but it gave you monetary benefit. So this can happen with Aquarius ascendant people. Here, 11th house is the house of your group setting, your social network with your friends, with your colleagues, and stuff like that. And here, because Mercury is the owner of communication, so and this social communication, social network, or friendships, friends, or colleagues, communication is a key factor in all of these. Try to exchange intellectual ideas and ideas related to aspiration and goals, that we need to achieve this kind of stuff, we need to achieve that kind of stuff. That is what is required. during this period by Aquarius ascendant people. But gains are surely coming to you. Love life, very positive, very nice love life, because fifth aspect on the love life house is very beautiful in terms of getting you new relationships or clarity in relationships can be seen for Aquarius ascendant people. All the best. Thank you so much for subscribing. Those who are subscribing right now, lot of thank you again. And those who have commented, those who comment, those who share their ideas, stories, they say thanks to us. Thank you so much. Those who do not like us, also thank you and gratitude, because at least you are a part of our life in good or bad way. But you are still a part of our life, and the time that you have given is very precious to us. Thank you. Thank you so much. Pisces ascendant, Rohitji. Now here again, Kendra. So there are four ascendants: Pisces, then Taurus. Sorry, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius, where Mercury is the Kendra lord as well. You just take this circle, take this square into and just move it. It will always be in the circle only. Here, Mercury is the owner of the fourth house, inner peace. Mercury is the owner of the seventh house, relationships. Here, 10th house is the house related to your public sphere, like how public looks at you, what kind of karma do you do, like what kind of work do you do. And you know this is the time of communication and some gains in your area related to career. Career also you will get gains, and reputation wise also you will get gains in reputation, gains in your what you say, gains in your how do I say, like you will get lot of recognition by other people. Your reputation will become tenfold higher. That is what it can happen. Like you will do some kind of an activity which will say, oh man, this is such a good spiritual way of looking at it or doing this thing. Maybe this is the time you will be able to help a friend in need to get a job, or some partner or relationship that you had earlier to, break through something. This can be possible. Here, it is also telling you to focus more on philosophical and idealistic views in the professional realm. So rather than just being straight, if you are a person in power, if you have power that you can hire and fire, that is what power is. If God has given you this kind of an ability or a position in life, then this is the time that you have to be polite and humble, and you have to have very idealistic and very philosophical approach in the work area also. Everyone is working, right, for something. Some are weak, some are very strong, but you, how powerful are you as a leader is more important. That is what Mercury is. Mercury is saying that you can become more powerful than, and that guidance that you give to other people during this time will increase your reputation, will increase your, what you say, increase your status in the public sphere, that okay, yeah, this man, we made him a boss and today he's doing this. If that is not the case, when you're not at that position, but this is the time to be very nice and philosophically as well as very ethically act with people in power also. It should be done. It is also aspecting the fourth house, which is the house of your mother, your homeland. Real estate wise, if you are by chance going through Mercury or Mars and Mercury period, or Mercury and Saturn period, right? Not Saturn actually, Mars only. Mercury and Mars, because second house owner is Mars. It will give you fixed asset, non-movable, and fourth house owner is Mercury. So if Mars is by chance playing right now, Mercury and Mars are together, by the way. If Mars is also playing any kind of role in your life, in your chart, or in your dasha and antardasha at the moment, this is the time either you will change a house, either you will be shifting, either there will be some kind of repair at your house, or maybe you will be buying a new house or a vehicle. This can be happening, and it is an auspicious time to do so. So overall, very nice time for you professionally. Very great time. Beginning of the year is superb. This is the first official transit of 2024. All the best. Do subscribe. There is a link in the description for WhatsApp personal appointments. Click on it and you will be redirected to WhatsApp. And Samantha, my team member, she is the one who's leading now. She will talk to you and get an appointment booked.
Akashji, these Pisces people doing good in profession also because Jupiter aspecting 10th house these days.
I told you, Rohit, we made the Jupiter video. Jupiter is sitting in the second house, expansion in family. And aspecting the sixth house, workplace expansion, discipline coming in their life. Aspecting the eighth house, sudden, research based activities, gains, or professionally also research based things they will be doing. And Jupiter aspecting the 10th house from the ninth aspect means rise of destiny in workplace, in career. So positive, Rohit. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Thank you, Akashji, and thank you to the all family members of AC Astro because you people are the motivating factor for us, guiding factor for us. Thank you very much. Keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep blessing AC Astro and Team AC Astro. Thank you very much. And if you want a personal consultation with Akashji, you want to discuss your chart, your family members chart, then there is very easy thing description. In description you can go, there is WhatsApp link, click on that, you will directly reach on AC Astro WhatsApp, or there is a number in scroll also. You can chat on this number, team will contact you and you will have a video consultation with Akashji. Thank you very much to all the family members. Thank you, Akashji. Thank you for your time because you are the always guiding factor to all of us. We'll meet you in next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di.